Morning all. I wonder if we can get a 15-minute game at this time in the morning. 6:30 in the morning. Let's see what my current ranking is on the 15 minutes. We do rank KingsCrusher 15 minutes. My current ranking is 56 according to this. It's going to show up soon in the recording area. So I'm rank 56 coming up here. Right, so let's go back to the game board. Who's rank 1, you might ask? If we do rank, here's ABT 15 minute, that will show us a bit higher up. Rank Sprut 15 minute, a bit higher up. Rank Jarrow, okay. Torasan 2154. Right, it's solid. Torasan. Aha. He's going to play something unusual here against King's Engine defense. What's his stats like? Quite good overall. King's Engine. Play these moves quickly to gain maybe time later. Okay. I'll play E5 classical. Oh, this could be annoying. Let's be careful here. There's a pawn sacrifice. Which I'd have to play maybe C6, I think, is an easy way of sacking the pawn. And now knight E5, but stop knight D5 business. So encourage F4, I think H6, and then there's like pawn sack. Then knight A6 with dark square play, I think. So encourage F4 first, target E4 later. So I think F4, like H6, bishop H4, then knight A6. Oh, okay. There's these tactics. Let's get out of the way for them. Right. So H6 here. I think knight C5, putting a bit of pressure on E4. Then maybe after bishop F3, maybe A5 or bishop G4, maybe. Actually, bishop G5 here is also interesting. G5 here, very interesting. Because then there might be G4 winning E4. Takes, bishop G5 is rook E5. Or even knight H7. Let's try this. Knight H7 hitting bishop and stuff. So there's G4 here if I want to try and just win E4. Well, there's G takes. Don't think that's as good. G4 for winning E4. Win E4. Oh, the bishop's in pre, okay. On C5. What do I do here? Didn't expect that. Can't take on G2 on this file over here. Have I been refuted? It's bishop H3 after that, I suppose. Is it worth going into that? I think there's rook D3 in that line. Takes bishop C5, FG, rook G1, bishop H3, rook D3. Oh dear. So is knight e6 possible? Knight g4, knight g4. Play for knight f4, knight e6 is f5. No, I think I'll just take that. Okay. I could just go for that f4. I think I'll go for f4 instead. Bypass that. So he takes on g4, I take on f4. Release my game a bit. I think. This diagonal. Don't open the g file anyway, it's different. Not having a g file exposed on my king here. First thing in the morning. A bit behind on the clock. After that. So what have I got for the pawn? Doesn't appear too much at the moment. And bring the king out. I'll play king g7. Is that too dangerous? Probably safer is or just bishop g7 is probably an idea. Go one step to g7 if he wants to take. Okay, so bishop e6, if g4 does knight g6 to e5. Maybe keep control of the e5 square here. So bishop e6, okay. Knight g6, just keep control of e5. So knight e5. Maybe king f6 to e7. Try and get my king, protecting some sensitive squares. That knight's good on e5, I quite like it. But actually, knight d5 check. CD, ed, king e7. So king f6 might be possible. There's no knight d5 right there and then. Where's this other knight? Where's it going? I can get king e7 in. Actually, there might be rook g8 there. So for the moment, still nebulous compensation for the pawn. Okay. There's thinking here now. Okay. Get rook g8 in, there's a bit of pressure on the g file. Maybe double up rooks. Threaten knight f3, rook g2. Just double up rooks first. I like these pieces are getting a bit good. Taking is probably no good. Bishop h3, there's rook f2. Rook f2, there's nothing after that, is there? That's bishop g4, takes. Oh, rook moves, knight takes. Bishop g4. Pardon me. Bishop g4. Oh, you can just move bishop away. Right, so maybe counterplay over here with a4, trying to undermine this chain here. That looks like a setting target as well, these three guys. So bishop h3, rook f2. Unfortunately, bishop g4, you can just ignore it. If he did take, then that would be good for attacking the rook there, and h2, and no rook g2 without knight e3. But okay. So here, hopefully this gets a bit of counterplay. Let's see. What does he do here? In fact, can I play rook d8? So imagine he plays well, a3, a4, undermining c4. So actually this is quite serious already. If a4, let's imagine rook d8. This knight's attacking the bishop at the moment. Rook d8, I'm not sure I want the simplification though. This is bishop h3, rook f2 business. doesn't do anything still. This rook here doesn't do anything. Rook d8, rook g8, h5 takes, rook h8, g4, bishop g4, bit of pressure. If I play h5, h4 next, I'll go for that. Try and get play on this side of the board. Mind you, he's got knight f4. I think I've miscalculated that. He can take and then play knight f4. Uh-oh. What have I done? I've completely missed knight f4. Whoops. Okay. 2 pawns down. Whoops. Okay, maybe rook g5 is going to be handy. I hope. Still got big knight on e5, so I've still got pressure on this side. Okay, not so convincing. Rook g5 here, trying to nab a pawn back. Will you let me nab one pawn back? No. Right, I'll play for b5 next. lose another pawn on the other side. Why not? Bishop h3 out of the question. Rook d8 out of the question. No, it's not actually. The knight's holding up f7 for a moment. So maybe rook d4 is quite useful to play for. Ooh, taking away my best piece. That's really unfair. So I suppose knight g6, there might be knight c5, but I'll go back to e5. Oh, I lose b7 next. Oh dear, oh dear. Actually, knight c5 I just take the rook. So rook d4. Actually, isn't h4 is almost dangerous, trapping the rook. And b5 on the cards, try and open up against b3 over here, where there's king there. That might be something worth considering. Looking a little bit desperate. 2 pawns down. But with b5 on the cards, the rook's not trapped just yet because of rook g3. If he lets me play b5, maybe that's good. Actually, rook g1 followed by h4, there's knight h4. Rook g2 followed by h4, there's still knight h4. So that's good. That's good news. So I can, if he plays something like to protect this pawn, let's go back here. Okay, repeat that position because that knight was good there. Getting him thinking anyway, a little bit. How to finish me off here. So is rook d4 also an idea? Just to attack e4? How would he defend that? Is that the problem he's faced here? Ah, was a problem. If I take, it doesn't offer anything. I'll go back here, try and play for b5 again pretty soon. Actually, b5 is ruled out by that bishop as well. There's no rook b8 and b5. That's a shame. I'll see what he does here. How does he consolidate? Where are his past pawns? I mean, his extra pawn, clearly. Okay, if I don't do anything, what happens? He's going to play for b4. He's going to Let's just play a neutral move to see what's happening here. Does he play King D4? Maybe B6? Again, this move. Okay, is he playing for C5 now? Rook slightly awkward. Again, H4 is Rook G3. I don't like that, particularly that position of Rook. Okay, I'm covering it for a moment. If I play for B5 now, or try and get the Rook out, maybe B5 here is a good idea. B5 here. Try and open up this front. Mind you, the Rook being over there would have been useful for Rook C8. Now there might be C5. C5, Rook H8. Okay, am I going to get a bit of pressure finally on his structure over here? Okay, I'll play for A4 here. Try and undermine the chain. Bishop takes B3. Oh, he's going to Bishop D1. I'm going to lose the A pawn as well. As Rook takes B5 maybe. So it takes, maybe B takes, okay, so B takes, okay, he's got to pass the pawn, but maybe Rook H8 to B8. Oh, okay, go back here. I've got a pass pawn now, which is pretty dangerous. I can win another pawn, but I can play Rook H8 with that big knight on E5 for Rook C8 potentially. It's getting a bit short on time. I suppose I should go for this guy before it gets too much. Rook G8, Rook C8. Wait for these guys on the other side. There's Rook A5, that could be a pain. There's F6. Okay, you could take on C4. Right, it's a shame. You're going to take on E6 now, isn't he? And take on C4 with check. It's a pain. We can just get the other rook in. Oh, he's covering G8 as well. Rook H5 to H8 to go to C8. Bit long-winded now. I just take care. Actually, that attacks the rook. Rook takes G5. Ah. Okay, I'll keep that knight. Oh, Rook G7 better. Otherwise, Bishop C4 is skewing my rooks. Is he going to sack the exchange? He's going to play Rook C7. Try and hold on to that and play Rook C6. If I take care of Rook C6, I would like the knight though. I do like knight, but knight C4 is not that appetizing. I think I have to move. Oh, there's the Bishop D5 is going to come along. Oh dear, I think I have to take. Okay, I'll play Rook C7 check actually. Try and somehow miraculously draw this ending if it's possible. It's got Rook C5. Try and get the rook over to D1 then. So, okay, how does he finish this off? 3 minutes to go. It's ample time, I guess. Try and win this pawn. He's got rook d6. He's going to win another pawn. How many pawns does he want? Oh dear, oh dear. Got like rook c8, rook f6, there's rook e6. I'll go for this guy over here for a sec. There's rook g8, but if he plays h4. So rook f6, rook h, he's got check, king d7, the rook f7 looks to be winning, unfortunately. Even easier. Okay, I'll play king d8 here. Try and be a bit tricky. Okay, why this position again? Is he losing his bottle or something? What's he going to do here about g3? He protects it. Okay. So I go and attack this one. He's not going for f6 anymore. Coming down to about a minute. Get the rook behind over here. Ah, that's a pain. That looks fairly convincing for rook b7. Oh dear. That's over. King b6 takes in king b6. What a miserable game. Indeed. Oh well. So it was a sort of bad king's engine, materialistic from white, and it paid off. This move I missed completely. This bishop f2. I was going to win back e4, so that was the first major issue, and then just one, of course, another blunder to lose another pawn didn't help, and just consolidating on the side of the board, and gradually just creeping over here. Okay, well played anyway. Comments or questions on YouTube? Thanks very much.